Okay, YouTubers, look what's just turned up from Masai. What it is, it's a rear bulkhead removal kit for a 110 or a Defender 90. I actually opened it about 5 minutes ago, so let's have a look inside the box. So, Masai are really good. They have some good products and they're not that expensive, some of them. So that's the fitting kit. That's the instructions. Yeah, we fitted these before. That's the piece that replaces the rear bulkhead, and that's just fitted nuts and bolts. All right, now if you look at this here, these are the fitting instructions, and they really are not good. Most of the pictures are too dark. It's hard to make out really what you're supposed to be doing. You can muddle through it the first time yourself. After you've done the first one, like anything, it's easy enough. But let me show you one that we've done already on this 110 over here. Okay, this is one that we did on this 110 a couple of months ago. It just shows you the difference between the big bulkhead, which goes all the way across the back of the rear seat. So it's an ugly piece of stuff. With this, it makes it a lot easier to get around the vehicle. It looks a lot nicer, and it's not ugly. Now this also is a piece of teak that we make for these vehicles, which is a nice finish off piece, just to show you that. We sell that actually. But if you come across here, I'll show you the 90. This is the bulkhead. As you can see, it's cumbersome, it's ugly, it's just not nice. So if you come around the back, you'll see that's got to be removed completely. It tells you how to do it on the in the instructions, but I'll give you a few tips, and we'll go through the whole thing as I'm doing it. We've got some improvements that we make on them as well, which makes them a lot flusher, and there's no sharp edges. So these are the tools you need. You need a marker, a set square or a straight edge. You need a hole saw, 3/16 drill, a drill machine, and a... Okay, so what I've done is, to make it easier, not to bore you to death, I've already done this one side here to this stage. Now this here, this is a reinforcement piece, which is inside here, and that's on all Defenders. So what you have to do is you have to take all these rivets out here, here, and at the back here, and that'll fall out, and that'll do this. Then I've marked a line all the way up here from the edge of the wheel arch plus the ½ inch here, where you can see it's already riveted onto the original back plate. Cut it off here for now, and it's not going to stay like that, but it's easier to do it like this for now. So use your hole saw, go through there. That way you can get your saw in, go along there, and this line here, this is there originally from the factory, this line. Go straight down, and what we're trying to do at the moment is just get rid of this centre piece. So I'll go ahead now, and I didn't want to take up too much of your time by doing both sides, but I'll just put this side down. 3/16 drill is perfect. The back of the rivet. And it's all easy enough to work on because it's all aluminum, or in England it's aluminium. Sometimes the rivet will just spin like that, but persevere. Land Rover certainly like rivets. There, that's it. That will come off there, and that's your strengthening piece. There, that's what you want out. Okay, now we've done that, I need to put the hole saw in the drill. what I'll do is drill a hole right here. Okay, now we've done that, we can go along this line here. Don't be afraid to cut, because when we've finished cutting this out, you'll see a bit later on that we have to cut this piece off as well. But we can't do that until we've got rid of everything. And it doesn't have to be accurate, as long as you don't go too far and come outside there, but I doubt you'll do that. Steady. Okay. And then we'll go downwards. Let's get rid of that piece. Go downwards from here, following the line that you've already marked. Ooh, if we can get it in. Come on. Ooh. This is pretty powerful. This is a Milwaukee, so if you're not careful, it'll give you a good beating. Okay, so what we need to do now, we need to get the drill again. Where's the drill going? Up there. We need to drill a hole, which I've already actually done on the other side. So let me go forward and I'll show you what I did. So on the front here, I drilled another hole on the other side. Now it just so happens we've got the engine and transmission and all the inside out of this, so it's easier to do it, but you don't have to take any of this out. All you have to do is take your front seats out and you can get it all this. So, drill the hole here. We have to go along this edge. Don't go too close to the edge. Keep it about maybe 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch above this flat. Because after you finish, you can grind it nice and smooth. You don't want to go too low because you might cut through this panel. Okay. Too accurate with that. The other thing we're trying to do at the moment is remove this part here. If I just do that, there she goes. Whoa, that's the piece we wanted to get rid of. Now you can see the huge difference already, you know, to the inside of the vehicle. Now what we have to do now, or what we do here at Rover Defenders, is in the instructions they tell you just to leave these edges on here like this. But to me that's terrible, because you can smooth them off, but you've still got sharp edges. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some angle iron. And I'm going to get some angle iron, I'm going to put it on the inside under the wheel arch, rivet it to here, and rivet it to here, which simulates the same as what we've taken off here. Then we can cut this flush, and you haven't got any edges or anything. It makes it stronger, and you're not going to catch yourself on this. It looks a lot better. Along here, we can just go all the way along with the grinder, make it nice and smooth. Then the only thing we have to do then, well not the only thing, but what we have to do then is we have to cut an angle on here we have to get rid of these corner pieces, which are a little bit awkward because there's a couple of rivets that come from the outside, but I'll show you that in a few minutes. All right, well, these are the finishing off touches now. We've got both of these, we've got all these edges off, these 1/2 inch edges that go all the way around. And as you can see here, with the 1/2 inch edges, you'd have had to bend them to get them out of the way of the back of these corners anyway, so it's pointless leaving them on. And it looks clean like this. It looks like it's been done, you know, by a professional. So from where we measured all these here, these go straight on. All you have to do then is, when you've got these in position, drill your 3 holes back here, both sides, and then there's actually a fitting plate that goes behind. If you don't have it, yeah, these here. There's a fitting plate, strengthening plate. You see it? Yeah. And that makes the whole thing really secure. Then really it's a matter of getting these both on, but when you put your bolts in, don't tighten anything up. That's always a good tip until you've got everything in together. Get all your bolts in, the 3 at the bottom either side, and the 3 at the top. And then you can actually put your strengthening piece in. This is the strength for the whole thing. Before you put this in, if you feel these sides, you'll feel that there's a little bit, some, you know, movement. When you get this in, and I've still got one more bolt I've got to put in, and then I've got to tighten them all up when it's in position. It's absolutely solid. I mean, these don't, well, I mean, it's not tight yet, but these don't move at all. And you can shut your door and there's no movement on the back end. If you have any more doubts or anything, just watch the video again. Okay, thanks for watching YouTube. Please press subscribe if you like what you see. Thank you.